But daddy is a state of mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm your daddy.
Let's go.
Get up on y'all. You gonna learn today.
Daddy, chill.
Call me Daddy.
We're live, bitch. It's a great decade. What a great live we have here today. We have a special guest, decade. Live all the way from Ukraine. Okay, you're from Ukraine.
Ukraine.
I'm just kidding. What's good?
Not much, man. Just happy to be here finally. You know, it's about time you let me on the pod.
The Nightstalker.
The Nightstalker. Yeah. People always ask me, what did you get called as a kid? Everyone called me Stalker. My last name is Stalker, and everyone was like, you're Stalker. And then my dad one time got a race. I did race car, you know, drove a race car as a kid, and on the side of it, he had a Grim Reaper that said Nightstalker. So that just kind of
That's where it came from?
That's where it came from.
And you're racing now, right?
I am. I'm still racing.
Still racing?
Dirt track racing, yeah.
How often?
I do it 5 times. I do it in the summer because the track is in Tonopah. You know, it gets cold in northern Nevada, so we only do it during the summer. We do 10 races in 5 months.
Hot?
No, it's like 90, 95.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice out.
What's the cardio like on that?
It's more than you think.
Yeah.
So this year we had a guy do 4 barrel rolls. So he got turned sideways. His right rear stuck into the dirt, and he literally 4 barrel rolls. And we sat in the car for 45 minutes, and I kept yelling at the safety crew, like, just let us off the track. I'm going to kill somebody.
Yeah.
And I always tell people in the Titanic when, you know, the icicles were on, you know, the hands and the face and the hair. That's what my beard looked like. It was just sweat dripping from my beard. That's how hot we were. And I was just like,
women and children only.
I'm going to kill somebody. Let me out of this car. Let me out. But yeah.
So you've been in Vegas how long?
So I was born in Vegas at Women's Hospital. It's no longer here, which you wouldn't know because you weren't here.
Yes.
Women's Hospital, and then I actually grew up in Pahrump, Nevada, 45 minutes from here.
Middle of nowhere?
Yeah, we're best known for our, you know, legal brothels, the Chicken Ranch. So that's where I grew up, Pahrump, Nevada. My dad lived here. I think he moved here when he was 8 from Pontiac, Michigan. And
so was the Chicken Ranch before the Bunny Ranch?
It's the same thing. The Bunny Ranch is the Chicken Ranch. The Chicken Ranch is the Bunny Ranch. So,
all right.
Yeah. So that's where I grew up. And then I joined the Army 2009. I joined the Army, did 8 years in the Army, and then came back in 2017. And I've been in Vegas since.
So you did your 8 years?
I did my 8, yeah.
Yeah?
It's only supposed to do...
How much of the world did you visit?
So I was in Germany for 4. So I've been to every country in Europe. You name the country, I've been there. I'll bring the map in one day to show you all the spots I've been to.
That's all the stuff where you were based?
Yep. So I was in Germany in Hohenfels, in between Munich and Regensburg, halfway in between both. Did 4 years there. Came back to Maryland, Fort Meade, Maryland. Did a year there, a year in Iraq, and then back to Fort Meade, Maryland. And
what was Iraq like?
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm a combat photographer. Videographer was my job in the Army. And I always tell people, when you look at something through a lens, it's totally different than seeing it, you know, with just your vision. Used to love photography, video. Got away from it. After seeing things you shouldn't see normally, you see it through a lens or a video camera, it changes your perspective on everything.
Things that humans really shouldn't see.
Yeah, nobody should see it, right? Like, people don't realize one of the number one jobs in the, you know, entire military for PTSD is drone pilots, right? They're sitting over here 45 minutes from where we're sitting today, just bombing and killing people on the daily. Like, you're not supposed to see that stuff. Like, yeah, video game's cool, but...
Yeah, but not real life.
That's real life shit, right? Like, you're literally killing people sitting from a room that we're sitting in right now, flying a drone. Yeah, but best 8 years of my life, I always tell people, like, I can't ever take away, you know, the friends I made, the experiences I had. Like, I just think it's an awesome experience. I think it'd change our country. You know, do a 24, 36 month, like, you have to go. You have to do it. You're going to serve your country. You're going to get a post 9/11 GI Bill.
Whatever you have to do, like whatever you can do.
Yeah, 24, whatever. You be a cook, whatever. You
so as a combat videographer,
mm-hmm.
you still had to go through all the same fucking training.
Yeah, so I was
like
attached.
like for weapons and all that bullshit,
Yeah,
right?
I went on multiple missions with the SEAL teams in Iraq, right? So,
And those are some bad motherfuckers, right?
yeah, I always tell people they would joke around. We'd be on the helicopter, and the pilots would be like, "We're 1 minute out," and we're joking about what we're gonna have for dinner. 30 seconds, and it's like a light switch. They're like, "Oh, okay, let's do what we got to do. We're gonna go back and have our, spaghetti and meatballs that nobody wants to eat." And it's just like a light switch. They turn it on and off.
Jeez.
And then when those guys get out, people don't realize when those guys get out, that's all they know. They eat, breathe every day, being a SEAL, being a Ranger, and most of them can't adapt. They can't come back into the real world because they're used to, doing something every single day. And then
that's like the movie The Hurt Locker with Jamie Renner.
Yeah.
Where he like goes home and he's like in the grocery store and he's just like, this isn't even my life.
Yeah.
Like, and he just kept going back for more tours because he's like, that's all I know. That's all I'm used to. That's all I know. Even though he had a family, he's like, this isn't even like, this is not real life for me. This is like, I need the escape. The escape was going back and doing what he knows best.
And I always thought it was, everyone handles things different. I always thought it was fake. Like, PTSD is a joke. Like, just be a man, right? Be a woman. Just get over it.
Yeah.
It's real, man. It's, I wouldn't say I have PTSD. I have moments like when I got back from Iraq, my family was like, let's go to Disneyland. We're not going to Disneyland. Like, not a shot. Like, I'm not leaving the house.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's go to a baseball game. I'm not leaving the house. I haven't had a real shower in 9 months, haven't had real food. Like, I'm not leaving. And that's where a lot of, people struggle, like coming back. Like, you're used to doing something for 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 months. You come back and you just can't adjust. And you don't understand it until you've lived it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So it's hard to explain to somebody if they haven't.
What's the food like?
The food's not bad. It has its days. The MREs are the worst thing in the world. I'd rather eat dirt and grass. But the food's not bad, right? Like the first guys that went into Iraq and Afghanistan, eating MREs, just eating shit. But
now when you're based like in other countries though, you can experience like the culture and their food there, right?
Not really in Iraq
when you're in
or
Germany.
Afghanistan.
What about like Germany?
Germany's unreal.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite country in the world, to be honest. Everyone's nice. Going to the grocery store and getting fresh meat, fresh vegetables, fresh everything every day because they don't have that processed bullshit like we eat every day.
Oh, yeah. Where there's fucking
there's no chemicals.
50 ingredients.
I always tell people, go to a McDonald's, go to a McDonald's in Germany and you can tell it's fresh. Like it's
It's real.
Yeah, everything's real. It's weird. It's hard to explain. Just the Oktoberfest, just everything about Germany is my favorite. My favorite city in the world is Prague. There's nothing like Prague in the Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's just, everyone's told me it's changed in the last 12 years. I don't know. I haven't been back, but Prague is just everything.
Speaking of October, you got to tell the October story because I haven't heard it. You want to start with that?
Yeah, so I'm a huge sports nut, as you know. So funny story, Vegas Golden Knights get announced. They're coming to Vegas. I had Capitals season tickets in DC because I live there. I'd go to games and I'd sell them. So I was in Baghdad, Iraq at the embassy. 3:00 in the morning, I put my season ticket deposit down in 2000. I don't remember the year. It was like a year and a half before we even know we were getting a team. We're going to do a ticket, season ticket drive to see if we have interest in the Knights.
Yeah.
And I put my deposit down in Iraq, ended up picking my seats, got 6 seats, 3 and 3, 2 different sections, go to the first or second preseason home game. Take all the boys, all the girls go to the Route 91 festival. And I get a phone call from the girl I was dating at the time. Hey, my mom has been shot. And I was like, what are you talking about? So I'm at the arena and I take off running towards the festival. And if you know anything about Vegas, there's a gas station on Las Vegas Boulevard, kind of kitty corner from Mandalay Bay. And he stopped shooting when I got to that thing. And I ran into the festival grounds and it was just the worst part about it. Like, and people always say, oh, I would have done this. I would have done that. I would have done this. I'll tell you this, you're full of shit because you don't know what you're going to do until you are in this situation.
Yeah, you're in the moment.
I saw grown men manly of manly, just standing there, gone, sold, like just gone. Don't know what to do, froze up.
Completely frozen.
Yeah, you see people that you would never think helping. The first person I walked up to, I literally walked up to the person and they were holding their neck like this with their 4 fingers, and the blood was just literally squirting out the cracks of their fingers. So I took 2 fingers, put it in their neck and bandaged it up, and that was the first person I saw. So I couldn't find my exes.
Did you end up saving that person?
It's crazy. People always ask me. I have no idea. All the people I helped that night, I've never been reached out to, never wanted to really know, if that makes sense. It's kind of weird. Some people want to know. I have zero desire to know. I went in there looking for my, ex's mother-in-law at the time. Couldn't find her. I don't know. People ask me all the time, how many people do you think I touched? Probably 50 to 70. I helped get in back of trucks, into cars, into ambulances, into police cars. It's unreal. Long story short is, I get my sister home safely. I find my girlfriend at the time with her best friend at the Tropicana. They were on lockdown. I get my sister home safely. And then we didn't know if her mom was alive or not. A firefighter, so they were up towards the stage. So her mom got shot in the chest, went through her chest and pretty much through every organ that it possibly could without killing her on the spot.
Oh my God.
She died 4 times in the emergency room. She was the longest survivor in the hospital of the whole shooting, like 472 days. It was like 70 or 80 surgeries she went through. But we didn't know. I was stuck in the Tropicana until 4 o'clock in the morning in a ballroom. And if you ever look, Halloween just happened. Think of the worst Halloween costume you've ever seen of somebody just bloody. Like literally, I was blood from head to toe. I still have the shoes from that night. I just can't get myself to throw them away. But it was just unreal. Find her mom. She's at the hospital. She ends up living. October 4th, I get a call. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. I really haven't slept. And my caller ID calls and it says Secret Service. And I just hit the side button on the iPhone, like ignore. And it calls back. And I ignore it and it calls back. And after like 5 or 6 times, my ex is like, you need to answer that phone. So I answer and he's like, hey, this is Secret Service so-and-so. I'm on the Air Force One with President Trump. We're flying into Vegas to do a press conference. Trump would really like to meet you. And I was like, yeah, nice joke. And I hung up. He calls back and like, this isn't a joke. Long story short is I end up meeting Trump at the Metro headquarters. And he walk into this press conference room and I look kind of like I'm looking at you now. And the guy behind the White House communications camera is my roommate in the AIT, which they call the Army school when you learn your trade. It's my roommate. He's behind the White House communication camera that's distributing it to ABC, CNN, all these news, that's where they're getting all their feeds from. And he just loses it. He just, he didn't know. He's not expecting to walk into this, biggest mass casualty, in America. And he's behind the camera. And then I end up being in Trump's speech. I was one of the 3 people he talked about, Everyone calls, everyone's like, oh, you're a hero. I don't look up. I would do it again, right? To help people, to look for my family. But it was pretty crazy to, my life for about a month changed. News station after news station wanting to interview me. Don Lemon, will you come on my show? Nope. I did one interview for a girl at the Washington Press, a print article. Her name was Sarah Kaplan. I'll never forget. I actually just talked to her on October 1st. She was the only one that wasn't pushy and the only one that really told the story how it should be told.
How did the news spread about you? Was it just like word of mouth or was it?
My aunt, there's a church here called ICLV, International Church of Las Vegas. It's massive. Trump is really good friends with the pastor. My aunt is good friends with the pastor's wife, and she told her, about my story, and then she reached out to Trump.
That's so crazy.
And I sat in a room, I don't know, for 30, 40 minutes and talked with Trump and the First Lady and just told him my story. And he was just down to earth and, just cared about, the city at the time. Because it was the craziest thing, anyone's really ever been
And it's like
through.
the last thing that coming from combat overseas to seeing it
it was worse than anything times 100 that I saw in combat, right? You're literally walking into a festival ground with hundreds of people wounded. The worst part of the whole thing was the cell phones going off, right? People don't realize when there's 500, 600, 700 cell phones just ringing because people are looking for their loved ones because they dropped them, right? Everyone just freaked. They had no idea. They thought it was fireworks. And it just happened. But I don't tell very many people that story, but it changed my life in a good way, if that makes sense. Makes you appreciate life, right? I always appreciated life, but live every day like, you're not promised tomorrow. I like to have a lot of fun, as you know, mess around. It's just brought a new perspective into life. And the nights will always hold a special, part in my heart because of that night.
Yeah, of course.
I always tell people the Knights kind of caught lightning in a bottle because of October 1st, if that makes sense. Like the city and the team,
everyone kind of rallied around.
Yeah, they just bonded together, if that makes sense. Horrible tragedy, and everything came together, and it's like you couldn't stop it. I guess the only thing that would have made it perfect if they would have beat the Capitals in the Cup final, but
yeah,
we'll leave that for another day.
All right, let's go to some lighter stuff. Let's talk about sports. Trade deadline was today.
Woo!
Your Broncos did nothing.
Absolutely nothing. But
the Niners did nothing. That's my team.
What would the Niners? What could they have done?
We have so many injuries. There's linebacker, D-line, an edge rusher, something. I mean, I don't even know the timetable with Brandon Ayuk. So it's like, fuck, man, go get Jalen Waddle.
What is it? Is it worth the capital? Like, what is the draft picks? What is it going to cost you to go get Waddle? Are you giving up? Are you giving up a first and a third?
I don't think a first, but at least try. I mean, I'm not sure. Like that team. I mean, we're winning with so many injuries, so maybe they're just like, hey, we'll just ride this out.
In your division, do you think you can really win?
No,
the Super Bowl.
No, because I was looking at this morning, the standings. I'm like, there's a world where if the NFC North just beats up on each other week in and week out, there's a world where the Niners, the Rams, and the Seahawks can all make the playoffs, where there's 2 wildcard teams coming out of that division. Because there's going to be a team that has in that division that has 11 wins and doesn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a tough division.
I mean, you have 3 teams with 6 wins. And the Seahawks are heading the division at 6-2.
Taking yourself away as a Niners fan, who would you pick to win that division today?
Rams, man.
Yeah, they look really good.
They're really good.
They are. They don't have a lot of injuries, right? Like
no. And everyone questioned them before the season with Stafford's injury. And now look at them.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you have Darnold last night. Guy was just slinging it.
18 for 18, I think he went.
Yeah, with 4 touchdowns at the point. Like it's,
well, the Redskins are cursed.
They're
sorry.
So
I mean, the Commanders.
No. We can say Redskins here.
Did you see that graphic of all the players to get hurt in between the 10 and the 30-yard line on the same side of the field?
No.
For the Redskins.
No.
RG3, Alex Smith, Jaden Daniels. The list goes on, and it's in a 20-yard window. They all get hurt.
On the same side of the field?
Same side of the field.
Is it the grass?
I don't know, but I think I'd be doing something different if I saw that graphic.
Yeah.
Are the Colts all in?
They got to be.
Getting Sauce Gardner?
Yeah, especially after the loss to the Steelers. I think they're like, all right, we had our like one little hiccup. That was like a big hiccup. Daniel Jones throwing picks. Like they're probably like, hey, we need to shore up the defensive side just in case we can't put up 30.
Right.
Just in case our offense isn't fucking firing on all cylinders. Like Jonathan Taylor finally had a like come back to earth moment.
Yeah, he looked like the New York Giants.
Yeah.
Quarterback for how many years?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked really bad.
Taylor came back to earth.
He did.
Danny Dimes came back to earth. I thought they were going to go get a wide receiver because he's throwing to fucking Josh Downs. Like it's Michael Pittman. It's Josh Downs.
They got
Alec Pierce.
They got Warren though, right? You got your
but
tight
like
end. You could use a Waddle. Could you imagine them with Waddle?
They need like a sticks guy.
Yeah.
Like 3rd and 8. I'm going to this guy.
So who, if you were the Colts GM, who would you have gotten today?
Trade for Chris Olave. The Saints are a dumpster fire.
Yeah, he can't stay healthy. That's the fear, right?
Yeah.
You're going to trade for a guy that can't stay healthy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
I mean,
Us
Waddle
being
was
in-
probably like one of the only wide receivers that was out there.
Yeah. Us being in Vegas, I don't understand. Like, I would have called today and been like, hey, you can have Max Crosby for 3 firsts. Here you go.
Yeah,
Because by the time the Raiders are good, he's going to be 39 years old.
exactly.
Like, what are we doing? We're
Yeah.
wasting.
The only
Everyone's
player,
for sale.
The only
Brock
player
Bowers is not
besides
for sale.
Brock Bowers and Genty.
Yeah.
Are the only two.
I'd trade Genty too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they messed up. Build the trenches. They should have drafted offensive linemen. They have no one. It doesn't matter how good the running back
Yeah, I
is.
mean, look at what was it? Cardinals. They're winning without their number 1 and number 2 running
Yeah,
backs.
and they look
They
good
they
last
beat the
night.
Cowboys with
Wow.
with DeMarcado as a running back.
Dak
like-
for MVP.
Like the running backs are becoming more of a plug-in. Like you can just find guys that just
Yeah, if you have the
can
offensive
make it
line, right?
happen. Yeah.
If you have the offensive line, like, I don't know. It's the trade deadline's crazy. I'm waiting for an NFL GM to be like, you know what? I'm going to treat NFL like the MLB. And I'm just going to turn over a roster. And I'm going to have 35 draft picks. Think about it.
Yeah.
No one's ever done it. They all like, I don't want to trade that guy for a third. Why not? He's worthless. Your team's worthless. You
it's
suck.
turning out to look pretty promising for teams like the Spurs, where they kind of were like, we're going to tank. We're going to tank. And then we get Wemby. We get Castle. We get fucking, who they just got, Dylan Harper?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
So now they're rolling and they're playing. Now it's like the Sixers did it. Remember when everyone was fucking on, just bagging on the
Yeah.
Sixers for tanking. And now look at them.
Yeah, but
Sixers
they didn't have the players that the Spurs were able to draft.
yeah.
What was that sorry ass's name? What's his name? They drafted, supposed to be a superstar. Oh my God.
Who?
The Sixers.
Oh,
What was his name? It's been so long I forgot.
now they got Maxey. He's a stud.
Maxey is a stud.
You're talking about Ben Simmons.
Yeah, what a bust. Can you imagine the money? Can you imagine
You're talking
the-
about Brick Ben.
Can you imagine the money spent in the hobby on Ben Simmons?
Outrageous.
What's the number?
Millions. Millions.
And you couldn't sell it for what? 0.5%? Who's buying? Is he even playing? I don't think he's in there.
I don't even know. Maybe he's doing some Uber drives right now.
He might have brought me the coffee to work before I came. Might have been. I thought that was him.
So for people that don't know, you are pretty active in the hobby.
I am.
In a sense.
Yeah.
You used to do a lot of breaks. Then you kind of went into like the wax and buying wax
did.
and sort of storing wax.
Yep.
How long? When did you first get into the hobby?
So it's funny. I was thinking about this last night. So I was in Germany. The first time I remember breaking, I think it was Trinity Breaks on YouTube. I can't even, he's out of business. Not out of business. He retired like last year and a half. You would buy wax, a box. He would send you an email back. Do you want me to rip this and record it and put it on YouTube or ship you the box? And me and my roommate would open NFL playbooks like they were crack, and they were like $84 a box.
Yeah.
And we're 9 hours difference. He would open them, record it, upload it to YouTube, and then he would send us what he broke.
Yeah.
And I always think about it. This dude missed out on so much money because he was the first guy that was ever recording
Yeah.
and uploading it, right? Like to me, he's the pioneer of all this started. Like, man, you were doing this 15 years before anyone even.
Well, back then too, they weren't doing it for profit.
No, he would lose.
It was all
He would lose money.
from supplies and shipping and all that.
Yeah. I remember him pulling a gold Mike Trout and going, "Oh, it's a really nice gold Mike Trout. Don't know who he is, but you probably seen it on Instagram."
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
yeah, that's the guy.
That's him.
That's him.
That's
He's-
like the infamous
he's
there's a Mike Trout gold auto.
Yeah, he's
okay.
the OG to me. Of on YouTube. Just I think he's in South Carolina, but he just retired recently. So
a lot of
since-
those guys were taking like checks in the mail and shit,
Yeah, can you imagine?
and then going, all right, everyone's payments are in.
Yeah. It's crazy. So really 2009 it started for me ripping cards. I've gotten away from ripping unless I go into, Rip City on Fanatics or
Rip Society.
Rip Society. I said Rip City. I'm
Rip
thinking
City.
about, Rip City's tight though. Huh? Every once in a while I'll get an itch, go spend a couple $100 to support people I like, but mostly collect a Bowman wax.
Yeah.
Sit on it and get bugged. Hey, can I buy a case of this? No. Go fly a kite.
Yeah.
But
Until you cave.
yeah, I caved and, lost my ass a little bit, but it's okay. I helped a good buddy out. But yeah, the hobby's fun, right? It's I always wonder how many times do people have to buy at the wrong time? How many times does somebody have to lose money buying at the beginning of the NFL season, buying at the beginning of baseball season, beginning of basketball season? Like there's a trend. How many times?
I don't know. It's so weird to me with that because you'd think people would learn.
But they don't. They do it every year.
But, okay, so everyone's on the Yamamoto hype right now.
Uh-huh.
Everybody. His cards, like his base, like 10s, base card 10s are doing like $200, $250, right? Now, I think that's crazy. But in 2021, if you had Ohtani cards, people were paying 120%, 150%. And I was walking around the Dallas Card Show going, this is unsustainable. This is unsustainable. You guys are fucking crazy. But 4 years later, those same cards are 10x what they were in 21.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of people, yes, do they get psyched about the hype? And they get sucked into the hype. They do. But I also think a lot of people are like, I want to be the guy who spent 20 grand and bought up all these cards, even though I know I'm overpaying now because of the hype, because of the Yamamoto, and in hopes that maybe Yamamoto becomes that next Ohtani. Now, he doesn't hit, but maybe Yamamoto becomes that next player where his cards are going to 10x over the next 3-4 years. Or maybe he wins Cy Young for 3-4 years in a row and they win another couple rings.
What can he do to 10x his cards? What else can he do? He just had the most dominant performance in World Series history.
He would need a 10 to 15 year career in and win multiple rings, Cy Youngs, and do that again. What he just did in the playoffs, people don't understand. We haven't seen that since Madison Bumgarner, and I don't even think Bumgarner pitched the very next day. He pitched like 2 days later and came out of the bullpen and gave him 3-4 innings. But the fact that he pitched 96 pitches, then came back in and gave him 40 pitches the very next night is unheard of. As coming from a pitcher, if I pitched 6-7 innings, I couldn't pick up a ball for 3 days. I couldn't pick up a ball. Like I would be like
just tired. Your arm
arm was just shot.
So is he just a dog, or is he just built different?
I just think he's built different. I think he's just built different.
Does it help that he probably did it as a younger guy?
Of course. Yeah. Of course. That's a big difference. But later on in my college career, I'd be like, all right, I'm throwing on Tuesday. I'll maybe pick up a ball on Thursday, maybe Thursday. If not, I'm doing long toss Friday and getting ready for a Sunday start.
Do you think the average fan realizes how hard it is to be a starter and come out of the bullpen?
No. Mm-mm. Because they tried to make that transition with me in college. Like, you're going to be a reliever now. And it fucked me up because I wasn't used to that. I had a whole routine, a whole thing that I had to do the day before,
right?
The day of, an hour before. It was like this, I can't get thrown out of this routine. If I do, it's going to mentally throw me off. It's going to physically throw me off. So the fact that he was able, not only that, the 18th inning game, he fucking was doing his whole routine to come in after Will Klein.
I was just going to ask you
if they couldn't get out of the 18th. And that was 2 days after he pitched.
Out of all the baseball games I've watched in my life, and it's a lot, I've never seen a player go to the coach and say, put me in. Let's do this.
Yeah.
No one does it, right? He was thinking, and I hate the Dodgers. Congrats on your World Series, asshole. I
Yeah.
fucking hate the Dodgers. I'm a Padres fan, by the way.
I'll tell you this: if it was Padres Blue Jays, I'm rooting for the fucking Padres.
No, you're not.
100%. 100%.
It's okay. It's okay. Forgive me. I just gave you
Fucking
your
go
flowers.
America,
I gave you your
dude.
flowers. It's not
Okay,
about
go
that.
America,
I hate the
dude.
Dodger fans. They're
Okay.
obnoxious.
Oh, I hate the Dodger fans too. I'll be the
Chavez
first.
Ravine is a shithole. by
It
the way.
is.
It's a shithole.
100%. My wife asked me, she goes, "Do you want to go to game 5?" I said, "Fuck no." No.
And this is coming from a guy. I sell tickets on the side also. I have 4, season tickets to the Dodgers for money. I'm still not going to that shithole.
No. It's
No,
terrible.
It is terrible. I just think Yamamoto, you just don't ever see it. It's crazy to me that he came in a game 7. He got out of a bases loaded. Like, people don't realize that, right? Like, how hard it is just mentally. Like, one of the best catches we've probably ever seen helped him get out of it. But
Facing a guy who was really good throughout the entire playoffs.
what do you have, 30 hits?
Alejandro Kirk?
Was that Kirk?
Yeah, Kirk
that was
grounded
the
in
double
double
play,
play.
yeah.
So,
No, that wasn't the bases loaded, though. I'm talking the one that Pa has caught.
Oh, yeah. The
We won.
inning before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And just killed it.
What was it? Ernie Clement?
Yeah. 30 hits in the
Fucking Clement.
30
Listen,
hits.
Shout out to the Blue Jays. They had a great run with Springer and Vlad and a bunch of guys that they just kind of threw together. They just, hey man, they kind of reminded me of like when the Royals made that run. When the Royals,
Yeah.
and nobody expected the Royals to be there. Even though nobody expected Blue Jays to be there. Even though they had the best record in the AL. Nobody did. They didn't think they're going to get past the Yankees. And they did. The Yankees fucking fall flat again. Not even sure how Boone still has a fucking job. It's really crazy to me.
Well, that's for another pod, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Oh,
how he
yeah.
has a job. It's, and then you get past Seattle.
Yes. The biggest momentum team of the season.
Yeah.
The biggest momentum team.
Probably the best starting pitching staff in baseball, I would say.
One
in
of,
my
yes.
opinion. Yeah.
Yep.
Until your Dodgers, obviously, if they're healthy, no one can compete with that. But they went through probably the 3 hardest pitching staffs they could have went through,
Mm-hmm.
right? And almost won the World Series.
Yeah.
They were
And nobody, if I would have told you 2 weeks ago, Blue Jays are going to take the Dodgers to game 7, you would have been like, no.
No, I would have taken that action. A couple Bowman cases at least. No, it's greatest World Series I've ever watched.
No, I'm saying like before, you wouldn't have
No,
thought.
everyone was saying sweep
Everyone was saying sweep.
or a gentleman's
Everybody.
sweep. Gentleman's sweep.
Yeah.
It's done in 5.
Yeah.
And the Blue Jays said, "Nah, we're gonna fight."
I was talking to my wife, who Dodger fan as well, and she was like, I know we like the Dodgers, but they didn't deserve that. They don't deserve that World Series. She goes, they hit like shit. And I told her, I was like, if I gave you the scenario, team A, team B, here's the stats for team A, and here's the stats for team B. Here's their average, their hits, here's the stats. It was in Blue Jays' favor to win the World Series. So much. There were 2 of the Dodgers wins. They got out hit by like 12-6 hits. Where Blue Jays had 12 hits, the Dodgers had 6 or 4. One of them. One of the games the Dodgers, when they had 4 hits, they fucking won. And I think that was the double play in Game 6. I think they had 4 hits and they won that game. And it felt like to me the Dodgers were just coming up and just trying to hit home runs. They had so many solo home runs in the course of those 7 games. I'm like, just work a fucking count.
So the Blue Jays manager, and I didn't play baseball past T-ball, obviously. I'm a huge fan. I know the game. But ask me this. 2 mistakes the manager made. Obviously, the 18-inning game, he didn't have a choice. He took all his bats out. They were never scoring a run with that lineup.
Yeah.
But Game 7, bottom of the 11th, Vlad gets a double. You bunt him to third. Guy's on first, right? Why are you not running? Why are you not still into second to get out, to keep out of the double play?
Mm-hmm.
It blows my mind. You're not throwing the ball. Will Smith is not throwing that ball to second because Vladdy's going home. Get the guy to second, right? Like, to me, I'm just screaming at the TV games, like, get this guy from first to second. I don't understand. They're not throwing the ball.
I think our generation understands and respects small ball more than the current generation. The analytics and the hit, like all that bullshit. But growing up, my dad was such an avid fan of like, the more pressure you put on a team, the more likely they're going to make a mistake. And it only takes one throw. So like when we would play, if a team made an error and we got a guy on third base with less than 2 outs, my dad, it doesn't matter who's up, we're squeezing. We're squeezing. Like he would squeeze. Doesn't matter. Because they're already frazzled. They made an error. He got the third. There's 1 out. They're fucking frazzled. The pitcher's pissed. Then you squeeze. They have no idea it's coming. Most likely that guy's scoring and they're going to fucking throw an error to first base. And then they're even more frazzled. So it's just like constantly putting pressure on the pitchers.
It doesn't make sense to me. Like you're a professional baseball manager. You could see it coming. Yeah. Yamamoto was getting a double play. You could just see it coming.
Yeah.
And then Mookie Betts, not a shortstop, makes it unreal. People don't.
It's the hardest position to learn, and he went from it and was
didn't
able to
complain. Right? Just did it. What does the team need? Oh, you need me to play shortstop? I played right field my entire MLB career.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna go play shortstop, and then
and probably win a Gold Glove.
Yeah, and turns an insane double play. Couldn't hit a beach ball the whole series, but
dude, it was so bad,
horrible. Have you ever seen him?
I've never seen like. I think it was like. Reminds me of getting the yips, where I almost wanted to like, dude, just put a bunt down. Just like get the contact, like feel the ball hit the bat.
Yeah.
Like put it down. Even if you get out, who gives a fuck? All right, I got that. I saw that pitch. I've never seen so many swing and misses from a fucking team over a 7-game. I mean, the Dodgers were just swinging out of their ass.
Yeah, they really won the World Series, but they were cold.
Yeah.
That was a cold lineup.
So cold.
Cold.
I bet their average across the whole team was about 200 for the World Series.
It's about as cold as Dak Prescott and the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Trevor, but your team stinks.
Trevor, I told you yesterday when I walked into the office, the under was going to hit because 99% of America was on the over. And it's the Cowboys. I saw a stat today when I got to work. The Cardinals have lost every Monday Night Football game. I think they're 3-13. The 3 wins they've had.
Cowboys,
Dallas Cowboys.
That's so
like
great.
How like stuff like that. Why couldn't I know that last night? Right? Like
yeah,
But
stat comes out after the game, right?
Yeah, you got to tell me that after. You couldn't tell me that when when I had a dime on the Cowboys minus 2.5.
Are you excited about? I'm really excited about this football season, even though it's like it hasn't been a really great season with all these injuries. But you have teams like the Broncos, your team, that are first in their division. You have teams like the Patriots, first in their division. We're going to see a lot of new teams in the playoffs. Hopefully these teams don't fucking fall off. Cowboy or the Colts. We're going to see the Colts in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's really interesting, right? You look at the Colts for an example. Was it Steichens, their head coach?
Mm-hmm.
There was talks about him. He should have been fired, right? And then he gets this quarterback he wants, and they're 7-2. The Broncos, they better figure out how to play the first quarter, second quarter, the third quarter.
Yeah.
And not wait till the fourth to show up. But to me, coaching's everything. I tell people all the time, right? I go to every Raiders game and people are like, oh, we suck. I hate Pete Carroll. I hate him. But I promise you he's going to figure it out, right? Just trust he's done it everywhere he's been.
Well, and a lot of these guys aren't even really his guys.
No, they're horrible. The roster is horrible, right? But yeah, I'm excited. I think an up-and-coming team and people I think the Panthers are a scary team. I really do.
That defense is really good.
Do you know how hard it is to go into Lambeau? They went into Lambeau and made the Packers look horrible.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a depleted Packers.
No, everyone hates on Bryce Young. I like him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put money in his cards, but I do like him as a player, right? I just think, I don't know. I think there's a lot of good teams. I'm tired of the Chiefs. I'm tired of them.
I think we're gonna have 2 new fresh teams with first round buys this year. I think you might see like Seahawks, Patriots, Colts, Broncos. We're going to see 2 of those teams are going to have first round buys.
So let me ask you this. If you were the Vikings GM and you could go back to the end of last year when Sam Darnold lost and you had to start making decisions and you had Sam Darnold, JJ McCarthy, and Daniel Jones on your roster, are you going to reconsider today what you do?
I don't know. I think the sample size on JJ McCarthy is too small.
He looked really good this weekend.
Yeah, and he didn't do much.
No.
Their defense stepped up. He didn't have to really do much. I think at some point, they're last in that division at 4-4. That division's real fucking spicy too. They're literally last. They're 4-4 and they're last. They'd be second in any other division besides the Wests, right? But they're last. At some point, you gotta just let them start slinging the ball. You have Addison and Justin Jefferson, 2 fucking explosive wide receivers that could take it to the house at any moment in time. At any moment. You got to let him you got to see what you got. You just have to.
Yeah, right. What is it going to hurt? Might as well do it this year.
It's not like he doesn't have a good arm. Like
No,
you didn't see it at Michigan because their system was run, pass, run, pass. Like pass when we need to pass.
Right.
Now you have weapons. He's healthy. You're just coming off a big win. Now it's like, all right, we got to see what we got because we can't wait around. That division is fucking insanely stacked.
No, it's not. It's not even fair. Who's leading the division? I don't know off the top of my head. Who is it?
So it's Packers are actually still leading the division
Because of the tie?
Because of the tie. It's like Packers, Lions, Bears, and then the Vikings. And the Lions, Super Bowl contender.
Yeah.
The Packers, I don't know who's going to show up every week, even though they're 6-2-1. They're 6-2-1.
I hate Jordan Love. I hate him. I do.
Why? Is it just because there's no swag with him?
No, I
He's
don't
just
care
kind of
about
like
swag.
bland. He seems bland to me.
He doesn't show up when he needs to show up.
Yeah.
Right? Like, show up. They should never. You can't lose to the Panthers. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can't. And they did nothing. His tight end went out. Kraft went out.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked like I took your blanket away. Like,
I can't watch Romeo Dobbs with that fucking helmet. It reminds me of the Slammy, the insert Slammy, the big fat fucking head.
Yeah, you were 100% correct.
And like yesterday or on Sunday, I told Trevor, I was like, they're wearing these like throwback uniforms. I was like, it'd be sick if his helmet cap was just like bright yellow instead of the brown. Like, dude, it'd be so great just to see like this fucking bright yellow fucking fat head run across the screen. But Jordan Love's bland to me. He just doesn't have any, and that's why I think Jalen Hurts doesn't get as much praise in the hobby because he gets it done, but he doesn't have like a swag to him. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but
like people love the swag.
Josh Allen doesn't get a lot of respect, right? Like his card prices aren't crazy.
No. I was looking at it. I was looking at his contenders, his tendies on card, like PSA 10s. They're down from, he's gotten better, and they're down from like 3 years ago, what they were at.
How? Like, why?
I don't know.
That's the thing when you look at Trent. Like, I don't understand. Because he can't beat Patrick in the playoffs. He's 5-1 in regular season. He can't beat the guy in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, it's like, it's the Manning to Brady. Manning dominated Tom Brady in the regular season. Got to the playoffs.
And got wrecked.
And Brady wrecked him.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning is the greatest regular season quarterback of all time.
And it's not close.
It's not close. Stats wise, wins. He's the greatest regular season quarterback of all time. But Tom Brady has more playoff wins than like 25 other teams combined.
I'm a Michigan guy, and I hate Tom Brady. As a kid, he just wrecked my soul every year. It's like you can't beat the guy. Do you think the Patriots are for real?
I think Drake May is legitimate. Like, he's a legitimate pocket passer with the ability to to use his legs. Like he uses it wisely. And if he's getting any sort of, if he's taking any notes from the previous fucking greatest quarterback of all time that played there, you learn when to not take a hit, not make a bad throw, and it's okay to rely on your defense.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest thing with Brady. His longevity was, hey, a sack's coming, just go to the ground, just take it. It's okay. It's 4th and 8. We'll punt, rely on the defense. A lot of these quarterbacks now, they like want to extend the play. They want to make this crazy, incredible throw, and it's either them getting fucking crushed and like Jaden Daniels and popping his arm the other way, which was absolutely disgusting. I can't even Trevor sent me the picture. I'm like, what the fuck are you sending me this for? I don't want to see this. It's my elbow hurt.
RG the fourth.
Yeah.
That's what I've been calling Daniels. He's too small.
Jaden Griffin the fourth.
Jaden Griffin the fourth. He's too small. He had injury concerns coming out of LSU. Why are you running this guy? It's not sustainable. He's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Why was he in the game the other night? The game is over. He's just coming off a hamstring. What? I don't understand these coaches, right? I don't take him out of the game. What is it? You're not winning the game.
This is your future.
Your game was over at halftime.
Yeah.
He shouldn't even come out of the locker room. Just send him home.
Yeah.
Put your street clothes on. Go
Get in
home.
your car. Get the fuck home.
And watch this game. We're going to roll with Mariota. We'll see you next week. Like, that defense is old. It's just, Who would you pick right now to be in the Super Bowl? I always love asking people this.
All right. Hot take. Real hot. Even though they're first in the division. And I'm not saying this because you're on right now. But I'm going off of coaching. Right? I think I'll give you the AFC and NFCs. The AFC Championship, the NFC Championship. Okay. I'm going Broncos, Bills in the AFC Championship.
Okay, before you go on, who does the Broncos beat and who do the Bills beat to get there?
Bills, it's the fucking story, man. The Bills got to beat the Chiefs. They have to finally beat the Chiefs. And the Broncos beat the Colts.
Okay.
On the other side, I've got Lions, Rams in the NFC Championship game. And that goes back to coaching. You have four. I'm leaning on the coaching. You have McVay and you have fucking Campbell and you have Sean Payton and the coach of the Bills always McDermott. I just think it's going to come this year is like, it's not going to come down to talent. It's going to come down to coaching because like talent can only get you so far. And in a year with plagued injuries, every team has injuries. Every team on both sides of the ball are dealing with fucking injuries, like catastrophic injuries, not just like minor fucking, I can only play or, I'm questionable every week. Like it's like IR all over the board. I think it's going to come down to like a chess match between like good coaching.
Can you imagine the storyline, the Rams versus Lions NFC Championship?
Yeah.
Think about how good that is.
Amazing.
Oh, it's insane.
Yeah.
Who has home field? Are the Rams at home or are they going to Detroit?
I think the Rams go to Detroit. I think you're going to see the Lions go on a fucking run after losing to the Vikings. I think Dan Campbell's going to fucking put his foot so far up the ass of that team. And I can see the Lions not losing another game.
Oof.
Yeah.
Because is Denver going to Buffalo or is Buffalo?
Do you remember week 1, the Lions lost and they did not look good.
They didn't.
And then they went and started blowing teams out of the water and did not let off the pedal. And I think that's what it's going to be like halfway through the season. He's going to do that same thing and they're just going to fucking roll. And I think the Broncos will go into Buffalo. That's going to be a fucking test.
You think they can go to Buffalo and beat them? Because they couldn't do it last year.
I don't know.
Well, we couldn't do it last year. We got But it's a different team, right? Bo Nix was a
Totally
rookie.
different team. You guys got Greenlaw back.
Yeah, the defense.
And that motherfucker, if that guy stays healthy, he is a top 5 linebacker in the league. The Niners had 2 of the top 5 linebackers in the league when those guys were healthy, Warner and Greenlaw. And when Greenlaw came out, when he blew out his fucking leg, subbing in to the game in the Super Bowl.
In Vegas.
When he blew out his leg, Travis Kelce had 0 catches because he was like shadowing Travis Kelce. After he got out, Kelce went fucking off in the second half.
Him getting hurt lost you Super Bowl.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Because the Chiefs could not move the ball that game. They could not move the ball.
So my biggest bet of the year for the last, 10 years is on the Super Bowl. I make all my really good buddies. We all put in $2,500 each, and I make the pick. And in the last 10 years, what do you think my record is?
Winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I pick the winning side. So I don't pick the money line. I go,
just winning side.
I go the spread, yeah.
So this is like...
This will be year 11 Super Bowl.
So you do this before the season?
No. For the game.
For the game.
Bowl.
Okay,
Yeah.
for the game. 9-1.
I'm 8-2. You know what 2 I've lost?
Falcons?
No.
Nope. Niners?
You're fucking 49ers both
times.
times. Had both games won.
Yeah, the first one was
Both games were won.
real egregious.
They were won.
It was the Tyreek fucking like 3rd and 16, and Tyreek makes that crazy fucking catch, and then it like flipped the whole script
And
of
then-
the game.
It's funny because, $2,500 is a lot of money, right? To bet on a stupid football game.
Mhm.
I'm 8-2. They're up a lot of money. And you would act the years we've lost like, oh my God, we lost. Like, guys, we were 6-0. We're 6-1. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to be okay.
Yeah,
But like, guys just can't take losing, right?
Yeah,
They just
of
can't
course.
handle. And it's like, we're on the right
And
side.
I'm sure they probably always bring that up. Oh, what
All
about the Niners?
all the time.
Oh, the Niners.
All the time.
Never bet against Mahomes.
I'll never bet the Niners again in
Yeah.
a Super Bowl. I just can't do it. Nothing against you. I just can't
Wow,
do
we're
it.
just, we're 6-3, but we've got to be the worst 6-3 team.
Yeah, but it comes
Like if it's we rest our entire fucking outcome of the game on CMC.
what happens if he gets hurt?
That's the thing. Like if he gets hurt, you'll see a complete opposite team.
Do you want Purdy back or do you want to stick with Jones?
If Purdy's 100%, I don't want him coming back and then like losing a game and then finding out, well, he still was lingering with these injuries. Just wait till you're 100%, where we know we can plug you in, or where we're getting what we've got the last 3 years. That's what I want. But if he's not 100%, just roll with Mac Jones. Because Mac Jones just doesn't make mistakes. He just doesn't make, he kind of reminds me of like the Daniel Jones situation. He was in a shit spot. He goes to the Colts and he's like, I can work with this system. Like I thrive in this system. Mac Jones came from a shit system, a shit Patriots team with zero hope. They had no idea what they were going to get. And now he's like, I got this system. I trust in Kyle Shanahan. I don't need like insane weapons. Like we're throwing to fucking some guys that I don't even know of, heard of. Pearsall hasn't played. Kittle's not even 100%. Ayuk's not playing.
Yeah.
How the fuck are they winning? I
It
don't
comes
get
back.
it.
It comes back. Shanahan is unreal.
Yeah.
Right. And obviously me being a Broncos fan, watching Mike, right? Like Mike was just, you knew you had a chance every year. Every day on Sunday, you knew you had a chance to win the football game because of your head coach. And that's Shanahan. He owns owns McVay, by the way.
Oh yeah. The Shanahan's his fucking Achilles heel is second half adjustments. He doesn't make any adjustments in the second half. It fucked him in the Super Bowl. It fucked him in the Super Bowl 3 times. One, when he was the offensive coordinator for the Falcons, second half adjustments. 2 as the head coach, 2 and 3 as the head coach of the Niners, when they were going into the second half, winning. And the other teams make adjustments and he just thinks like, oh, this is just going to continue to work. when they're obviously the other teams in the fucking locker room going, hey, how are we we have to stop this. And then when you start seeing that, hey, they made adjustments. These plays that you drew up in the first half are not working in the second half. You got to make adjustments. And he's known to blow second half leads left and right. He did it last year. The Rams came back down 17. Like 4 games last year, they went in, I think the Seahawks twice, the Cardinals, and the Rams twice. It was like 4 or 5 games last year where they had a lead in the second half and they blew it because they didn't make second half adjustments. And I think that's his Achilles heel. But he's a phenomenal coach.
Oh, he's unreal.
You know, he could take a piece of trash and turn it into a fucking great plate of food.
That's my best bet of the week. And everyone thinks I'm crazy.
Niners?
Yeah, he owns McVay. Like, owns him.
I think he's only lost like 2 or 3 games, right? Since coming on.
I'd have to look that up. He owns him.
Yeah.
I'm hammering it. Smashing it.
Money line or the points?
I don't even care.
It's 3.5, I think, right now.
Niners minus 3.5?
Plus.
Oh, money line.
Yeah.
You're giving me, yeah. They're at home too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They already beat him once.
Thank you. Thanks for the free money, Boomer Sportsbook.
Boomers. Shout out Boomers.
Thank you. You know? Yeah. It's
So you run Boomers, right?
I wouldn't say I run Boomers. I'm a big part of Boomers.
Yeah.
Having a lot of fun. New sportsbook.
We didn't even get to talk about that.
We didn't. We can save it for another day. But
Another
new
pod.
sportsbook in town. If you're here, let Daddy know. We'll take care of you at Boomer Sportsbook because
Gave you a little $250 free play.
yeah, and I'll add some more onto it because all you degenerates, card
And if
guys.
are you guys doing the tacos?
We're doing something different. We're about to announce it.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
It's even better than the tacos.
In-N-Out truck would be sick.
Yeah. In and out.
Dude, an In-N-Out truck. I'm going In-N-Out right after this.
Are you?
I have to.
Yeah.
It's right on my way home.
The question is, before we end this, are you gonna come to F1 at Ellis with the
What
wife?
are the dates?
It's just Saturday night. That's all that matters. No one wants to watch practice and qualifying.
What's the date?
22nd, I think.
Oh, God.
Where are you
Teddy's
at?
getting married.
Sorry, Teddy. Is he? That's right.
I think so. I think that's the day. I think that's the date.
Teddy,
I don't know.
you're gonna listen. Don't do it. Just kidding. Do it.
Nah, Kaylee's
It's the best
a
thing you'll
rock
ever
star,
do.
man.
Yeah.
He found his, just like you, just like me. I tell everyone, I'm like, find yourself a Kelsey, man, because makes life so much easier.
You know when you find the right one, when your friends say, if you break up with her, you leave her, we're going with her.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the truth.
That's right.
All my
Where
friends
they'll
are like,
leave you in the dust.
oh yeah, they're like, sorry, buddy, we're going with the wife. So, yeah.
By the way, I'll throw this back at you because we're all coming up on an hour. Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl?
I'm not giving NFC, AFC picks like a championship game. I'm going to go for the NFC. The Eagles are going to go back. I think they figure something out. I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes.
No.
I hate the guy. I do. I hate him. But somebody's got to prove that they can beat him.
Yeah.
Right? I just don't.
I think the only way they don't is if they have to go on the road. I just think they got to, if you got to go through Arrowhead, man, that's like going through fucking Foxborough back when with Brady. If Brady had home games throughout the playoffs, it's like good fucking luck.
If the Broncos somehow, as a fan, because I've been to Mile High a lot, if they could somehow get home field advantage, good luck. That place is a different animal, right? People don't realize it. If you've been at altitude, it's no joke. And I just think home field's a lot. It means a lot, right? It means a lot in betting. It means a lot. You're sleeping in your own
and not
bed.
only that, you have Broncos, Patriots, Bills, Chiefs, 4 teams that play outdoors. That could be late playoffs. We could see some fucking playoff snow on those 4 teams.
Yeah. It's like Brady going to Denver.
Yeah.
He could never beat him. He could never beat us in Denver.
Yeah.
Ever. I was at the game when Champ Bailey, I don't know if you remember this, picked him off in the end zone and took it, I think it was 99 yards. And I can't remember the tight end that ran across the end zone and laid Champ Bailey out in the end zone. I'll have to show you that later.
Yeah. I remember the interception. I don't remember.
He ran it down the sideline.
It wasn't Aaron Hernandez, was it?
No. Yeah, I don't even think he was. I don't even think he was around.
Was he alive?
No, he was there. He might have been. Where'd he go to college?
He was he was a Gator.
He was a Gator, wasn't he?
Yeah. He went to college with Tebow. You think Tebow knew anything was going on?
Yeah, for sure. Tebow.
He's probably like, I'm throwing to a killer right now.
But think about those two tight ends. Gronk and Aaron
If Aaron
Hernandez
Hernandez did not get into anything.
Think about that.
Dude, it was you don't need a wide receiver.
No, Brady would have won 30.
You don't even need a wide receiver.
No, you don't.
You could put a ball boy as the fucking
So
X and
true.
Y wide receivers.
So true.
Because not only that, those guys can block. They were insane blockers and insane catchers.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Good old Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy. All right, well, good shit. Thanks for coming
man.
on.
Always.
We got to come back.
Oh, we're
We
coming
got so
back.
much more to talk
We're
about.
doing.
We didn't even get the shit on Zach.
No, fucking Zach. You want to talk about a guy? We'll save that for next episode. But Zach, I'll see you later, buddy.
Dude.
Thanks for having me, man.
I told him the other day, I said, dude, you are the most neurotic fuck I've ever come across. And I said, I've got some crazy brain, I'm all over the place. I said, but dude, you're next level shit. You make me look like completely normal. And he's like, I am neurotic. I am.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of things. When I started following him on Instagram, I've never seen a guy. The pool's empty. He's got a reserve sign at the pool for him. The restaurant is empty. He's got a reserve
With the
sign at a
slippers
table.
on.
Like, come on, guy. What are we doing? You don't need to show your reserve sign. Resorts World is empty, my guy.
This 30-second clip is going to bug him out for 10 days.
It's okay. We only pick on him because we love him. Yeah.
All right. Well,
I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming. It was
Always.
fun.
Next time.
Good shit. Guys, we'll see you guys later on. Like, follow, share. Do whatever you got to fucking do. We'll see you next week.